In this video, we are going to do a combination of some mobility movements as well as core movements. If you've been sitting at a desk staring at a screen and the neck's getting tight, shoulders getting tight, hips are getting a little bit tight, this is actually a really good series to do to loosen everything up and start feeling a little bit better. The way that this is going to be broken down is there will be a pairing of mobility movements and then a pairing of core movements, and then we'll alternate that through the whole series. Each movement will be done for 45 seconds, followed by a brief 15-second transition between each one of the exercises. So let's get into this. The first movement is called a prone neck nod. The way what we're trying to do with this movement is extend through the upper back. So as you're lying down, I want you to look up, and then the chin is just going to come down, and then you're going to look up. You want to feel this between your shoulder blades. As you look up, you don't want the neck to get tight. You don't want all that emphasis on the neck. You want to extend through the upper back. The whole back side of the body, from the hips, so the glutes are tight, all the way up, is going to arch. And we're just going to wake up those upper back muscles, especially if you're hunched over a computer. This is a good way to open up the back and bend it the opposite direction. All right, it's 45 seconds there. The next movement will be find your foot. So you want to look up, not up towards the ceiling, but look forward, and then you're going to rotate and look over your shoulder and try to find your foot. All right, let's go back and forth. Rotate and try to find your foot. Be sure that you're not letting that chin drop. You're trying to elevate, almost like you're trying to keep that chin level and rotate as far to the side as you can. Much like with the prone neck nod, with this one, you should feel the muscles underneath your shoulder blade tighten when you turn your head. All right? So we want the emphasis to be on the upper back doing the work as opposed to high up in the neck muscles. Rotate back and forth. And if that lower back's getting a little tight on that one, just squeeze your glutes a little bit tighter. The next one, you're going to get up on all fours. Shoulders are going to be right over the hands. Hips are going to be over the knees. This one's called a bird dog. So right hand, left leg is going to reach out. And I don't want you to lift up. You're going to push your heel straight back. Reach your middle finger of that right foot forward and try to extend those as far out as you can. Try not to twist to do that. Keep all of this stable. So the support leg and the support hand will be active, and keep on pushing out. So since we're supporting ourselves with opposite limbs, you should feel the tension across your torso to stabilize you from tilting back and forth. Reach out, reach out, reach out. Excellent. Now we're going to bring it back to neutral. All right, so we want that tension to be across the body. Now we're going to reach out with the left arm and the right leg. Back into that quadruped position. Reach that right leg out, drive through the heel. Left arm is reaching forward, drive through the middle finger, and we're trying to create as much distance as possible. The hips on that right side should stay nice and tight. Reach forward. You're still putting pressure into the ground with that support hand and that support leg. Keep on reaching out. And if at any point the 45 seconds feels a little bit too long for some of these core movements, you can always relax out of that position. Don't feel like you have to hold for the full 45 seconds. Almost there. All right, excellent. The next one is going to be thoracic rotation. So we're still on all fours. You're going to bring your right hand behind your head. You're gonna tilt that elbow down, and then I want you to rotate up, turning your head, try to pull that elbow back, look up towards the ceiling, and then bring it back. So notice how I'm trying to get every little inch out of that rotation as I go up. I don't want you to just turn and come back. We're not going for speed. We're going for control on this one. So try to pull back and try to get every last inch out of that rotation. You can even kind of push with that down hand to help you into that twist. Let's go one more. All right, excellent. That one also gets the shoulders as well. Now we're going to bring that left hand behind the left hand behind the left head. Well, you can use the middle head if you want. Left hand behind your head, and we'll rotate. Pull that elbow back, look up towards the ceiling. Rotate as much as you can. Rotate down and rotate up. And also be sure that you're not shifting the hips too much. You're really just trying to twist with the shoulders. Down and rotate up. And down. So just a couple seconds at the top, just trying to get every little bit out. When you do that, you'll feel your core, kind of that girdle around your waist, tighten up a little bit more. So you're just trying to pull, twist, and out of that position. All right, excellent. The next one is going to be Superman with opposite arm and leg lifts. Much like the bird dog that we did, it's going to be opposite limbs reaching out. So let's go right arm, left leg. Be sure that you're keeping your legs straight and you're thinking about raising the heel. Lift the heel so the whole back side of your body gets nice and tight. And then reach those fingers out and just lift the thumb up. We really need to get a bigger rug for the house. This thing's ridiculous. Keep on going. So definitely feeling the butt on this one. If you're arching too much, you're going to bring the lower back into play. Just try to keep the chest slightly elevated and lift through the heel. All right, next one. You're going to roll over. We're going to do bicycles, but you're going to touch your toes. So hands are going to be behind the head. You're going to elevate your chest, and you're going to reach, and you're going to touch right hand, left foot. Keep that tuck. Left hand, right foot. And let's alternate back and forth. Keep that crunch going. Keep the lower back pushed down into the ground. Keep the breathing going. Try not to hold your breath. If you want an extra challenge, try to record an exercise video while you're doing it. All right. Okay, the next one, you're going to start in a squat position. Feet are going to be flat. Elbows are going to be inside the knees. Let's squat down. Drive the elbows out on the inside of the knees so we get that inner thigh stretch. Then you're going to place your hands down. Walk out. Sink the hips out. Squeeze your butt. Big arch all the way up. We're going to go into upward dog. So keep the butt nice and tight. Don't let the lower back come into play too much. And then you're going to walk your hands back, sinking back onto those heels into that squat stretch. All right? Walk the hands out. Sink the hips down. Arch up. And then we'll walk back into that squat stretch. All right, so for this last movement, this is called Crescent Moon. You're going to bring your feet close together. Squeeze those heels together. I want you to reach up nice and tall, and you're going to reach to the side. So
So you're trying to elongate in a brief hold and then bring it up and then reach to the other side. So you're trying to lengthen your side all the way up here. Push your hips out to the side. So you should feel that core engage. When we get as much length as possible, you'll definitely feel your side have to contract. Squeeze your thighs together to keep everything nice and stable from the waist down. Back to the middle, and then we're going to go to the other side. All right, that is the end of your core mobility series.